What if I told you that to have stable profit on binary options you don't need tons of charts or PhD in economics? Hello everyone, today we are going to hack the system. I will show you the simplest strategy based on just one indicator, which will help beginners make informed trades and actually earn money. Forget about chaos and intuition, we will have only a clear algorithm. And for those who want to go deeper, get my personal signals and trade as a team, there is a link to my Telegram channel in the description, where together we conquer financial heights. Ready to turn the house of markets into predictable income? Then let's not waste a second and get straight to the topic of the video. First, let's immediately add the indicator we'll need. Go to the indicators section and add the indicator called alligator. Leave its default settings. Now let's figure out on what basis we will open positions here. So the alligator indicator consists of 3 moving averages. The first 2 moving averages are marked in green and red. They are faster and track almost every movement on the chart. The third moving average, which is marked in white, is longer and shows us the overall market sentiment. Very often it helps to determine the current trend. However, we will earn thanks to the crossovers between these moving averages. If we see a crossover where the 2 moving averages cross the white moving average from below upward, that's a good signal to open the position upward. This signal tells us out a trend reversal from a downward to an upward movement, which provokes continuation to the upside. The second signal indicates a downward move, and it's a crossover where the 2 lines cross the white one from top to bottom. This signal tells us about a trend reversal from upward to downward, which provokes a downward movement. This strategy is as simple as possible and at the same time fast, so we need to open a trade very quickly after the crossover. However, there are cases when the crossover signal remains valid for a relatively long time. We might also review such situations today. Now let's move on to trading. Right away I saw the first setup on the Outcat OTC currency pair. We open a position of 1000 for 1 minute and let's see what we've got here. Everything is very simple. We had a crossover where the 2 lines cross the white line from top to bottom. This signal indicates a price decrease. As a confirming factor, I can point to this support level here. It is very close and will most likely be broken. All because the last approach of the price to this level was triggered by very strong and impulsive bearish candles. So the trade closed in profit, the downward movement happened and we worked the setup well. That the principle will follow in future trades. But now I will use 1500 for the trade. So I also found a good setup and I will open a position here again downward like in the previous trade. The situation here is relatively similar. We had a crossover between 2 moving averages where the 2 moving averages cross the white one from top to bottom. The signal tells us that the price is going down. I expect continuation of the downward movement because first of all this support level was just broken. There wasn't a strong downward impulse, but after the buyer tried to push higher, the seller took over the move in their favor. Accordingly, this tells us there is a strong seller who will push the price lower. And besides that, below we can see many support levels, which it will most likely aim for. A confident downward move occurred and the trade closed in a profit. My balance is already 6,497. I consider this a great result. Let's move on.
It keeps us alive when it's strong enough. Bombs light up the sky, this fear in your eyes.
So I found a good setup. Here I will open a trade upward, waiting for the current candle to close and then opening the trade. My trade is open. Now let's see what we've got on the chart. First of all, we had a crossover where two moving averages crossed the white one from bottom to top. This signal tells us that the upward movement will continue. As a confirming factor, I can point to this resistance level where the price reached. I expect this level to be broken because the last time price approached this level, it was accompanied by very strong and impulsive bullish candles.
I feel ride or die.
So there is very little time left until the trade closes, so I immediately increase the trade amount to 3,000 to open a recovery trade with a larger amount. Trade is open. If this trade closes in profit, it will compensate the loss from the previous one and also get a small profit. We wait for the result. Based on this, I would like to give you some advice regarding risk management. You must understand that sooner or later you will definitely have a losing trade, but you must be prepared for it in advance, either to open a recovery trade or to stop trading without major losses.
Flames blaze in your heart, light a match, make a spark. We are dynamite. I remember yesterday, you and I were unafraid. You held my hand through the fire. We will fight and we will reign through the smoke and through the pain. We will be survivor. Ride or die. Ride or
So the trade closed in profit. No strong upward move happened, but I can say that the upward movement continues. That's why I think the setup worked out well. My balance is already 7,547. Excellent result. We don't stop here and move on. So I found a new setup. This setup looks very similar to the previous trade, but here I will still open a position upward. So my trade is open and this time I used 2000 for it. Now let's see what we got on the chart. On the chart I saw a crossover where two lines crossed the white one from bottom to top. This signal tells us about a price increases. As a confirming factor, I can point to this resistance level that the price approached. I expect it to be broken because the last time the price came to this level, it was accompanied by very strong and impulsive bullish candles.
burns in the night, it keeps us alive.
So the upward movement happened and the trade closed in profit. My balance is $9,247. Let's sum up. So friends, you saw with your own eyes how using the simple strategy I managed to double my deposit in just a few trades. This is not a miracle, it's the result of clear analysis and following the rules. Of course there is always risk, but a good strategy lets you minimize it and earn this confidence. And now the most interesting part. Many of you might think, cool, but I probably can't do it like that. And I will tell you, you can, but only if you don't miss your chance. In my Telegram channel, I share even cooler strategies, trading signals, and personal tips. But most importantly, it's where a community of like-minded people gathers to support each other and move together toward financial freedom. If you truly want to make money on binary options and not regret missing the opportunity, subscribe right now. The link will be in the description. Thank you for everyone and bye.